Welcome to the Wakefield Doctrine, the Theory of Clark, Scott, and Rogers. This is a Sunday morning post, video post, and I'm just going to make it a short one. We've got a busy week ahead. This week we'll begin the process of presenting the Wakefield Doctrine in terms that can make it useful, practical, productive. Back in the very beginning, the basic definition of the Wakefield Doctrine was a unique, productive, and fun way to understand the behavior of the people in our lives and to better understand our own natures through the concept of the three worldviews of Clark, Scott, and Rogers. And we now are moving into a more practical stage of this process. To wit, we've got some questions coming up. Amy Considerer and Cindy were actually asking questions of late about the doctrine in a term such as, hey, here's this situation, what does the doctrine offer for a way to deal with it? You know, what good is it? That's the basic idea. And we've been saying all along, it's a lot of good and it's got a lot going for it. So now we'll start to present it that way. A lot of background, and you'll be seeing everybody who's interested in this thing of ours. Watch the curtain. I better keep this one short, huh? Watch the curtain. Don't necessarily watch the guy standing on the stage, because the doctrine, here's my little tidbit of insight. The Wakefield Doctrine, when you get it, learn it, and use it, you will simply never not learn something about yourself every time you try to use it. I'll repeat that. With the Wakefield Doctrine, when you use it as a tool to help understand other people, you will never not learn more about yourself when you start that process than when you started it. It's ridiculous how much of that there is. So that's kind of, it's not a challenge, it's just saying, hey, look guys, try it out, it's fun. You know, if nothing else, the thing's fun. But since we always say the Wakefield Doctrine is for you and not for them, when you try to take what we're in this week especially, we're going to be getting down to practical kind of suggestions. When you try those things, keep an eye on yourself. And the thing about the curtain is, you know, I'll be presenting it, but hey, you know, I'm not just the progenitor Clark. I'm also one of the biggest customers of the Wakefield Doctrine. So everything that I'm trying to do in this blog, video, and otherwise is totally going through the thing of the doctrine. And you know, and I laugh at the thing that says, okay, all right, Clark, let's figure out how to describe this Wakefield Doctrine. Let's come on, let's do it properly. And you know, and then immediately, because of the doctrine, I realize, okay, I'm a Clark. My inclination is thus and so. I'm always going to give information. In fact, we had a discussion last night, Molly, Jennifer, Denise, and I, about the difference between information and explanation and how the three types approach something like this. Anyway, so I find myself realizing, okay, I'm a Clark. So my inclination for addressing Amy's question, for instance, is a certain approach. But this thing's about three worldviews, and if this doctrine is about nothing else, it's about the fact that you, me, everybody we're sitting around with have the potential of all three worldviews. You have a predominant one, that will always be the case. If you're a Clark, you'll always be the outsider. But you have a secondary, you have a tertiary, to some degree or another, negligible perhaps, very strong otherwise. That is the key to this doctrine. Now, is it not to say that you're going to crank up your secondary Rogerian aspect and become a Roger? That's stupid. Who wants to do that? But you are going to be able to, with a Rogerian aspect increased, you'll see the world through that lens. You'll see the Clark world. The world as an outsider, but you'll see it through the lens of the herd member. So you'll be able to take advantage of the business of believing in abstract value. You'll actually be able to see your world, even though you're still an outsider, you will be able to believe that there's a quantifiable universe out there. And same with the Scots. You get the idea. So that's what the week holds for us. So we're going to, as I said, the 3 people that are prompting this most would be Amy. She's over at Adorable Chaos. Excellent blog. Go over there and read that. Cindy gets a big shout out this Sunday because she is doing something over at the Tude. She's doing video blogs also, but she's doing it more in a direct thing, which, like, holy smoke. Metaphorical hats off to Cindy. And I say this because I'm a Clark and I know what the huge task to take on something like being comfortable with this format, doing a video. It's just, if you're not a Clark, you got to take our word for it. It's amazing. I'm in awe of what she's doing over there, and I'm watching too. We're all about learning stuff, us Clarks. And consider her. She's the 3rd one out of this week, and she's over there. She's on the right-hand side too. Go read her blog. You'll be glad you did. So I'll keep it short. Yeah, right, Clark. Keep it short. So we'll be showing up in posts and questions and comments and such this week. We'll see you on the campus. Bye.